guys, sorry I haven't made a video in a while. Welcome back to Why I'm on Screen Right Now. It's called, I don't know how to start this video, that's what it's called. I don't know what I'm doing. And this microphone is very sensitive on one end, and then you can't fucking hear me when I'm over here, but now you can hear me. The thing I want to talk to you today about, I want to talk to you today, I want to talk about you today, I want you to talk about me today, I want to talk about Heroes of Might and Magic 3. And I want to talk about Heroes of Might and Magic 3 because I played it, and I like it, and I played it. And here's the thing. Heroes of Might and Magic 1 was what you would call a video game. Heroes of Might and Magic 2 was that video game, but better. And Heroes of Might and Magic 3 was that video game, but even better. Don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, and follow me on Patreon. When I decided to review the Heroes of Might and Magic games, I had never heard of them before, and had no idea that they had such a large active fanbase who still regularly play them. All of you who've seen my previous 2 videos on the series have told me how excited you are for me to review the 3rd game. Lots of you say it's the best one, and that it'll blow me away! And to be honest, that's all taken me by surprise. I feel a little apprehensive playing Heroes 3 now. What if my review isn't thorough enough? What if I miss out something that you will find obvious? What if I don't love it as much as you do? I'm gonna be killed! I was just, stressing out just a little bit about how I should approach this, because there's not much to say about Heroes 3 if you've talked about Heroes 1 and 2. It's the same game, plus 1 again. I just don't want to say anything wrong. I don't want anybody to say, you didn't talk about that enough, you didn't say that, you didn't really know what you're talking about, you're not an expert, why would you make a video if you're not an expert? This camera thing is really bad. None of this footage is usable. None of it's going to go in the video. I'm not going to make a video. It's just going to be a black screen. There's going to be no game footage because I lost all my footage once, and then I lost all my footage twice, and then I tried to record in 7 different fucking programs, and I finally got it working, but it took a very long time, and I'm very annoyed, and I spent basically a whole week trying to get one thing done, and I'm going insane, and then there was the pressure, the fake pressure. I don't actually know if Heroes fans are a rabid mob. But they might be, but I don't know that, so I'm just worrying over nothing. And here's what I think of Heroes 3. It's good. It's not mind-blowing. It's basically Heroes 2, but better in every way. And the graphics are different, which is like a side grade. I liked the graphics in Heroes 2. The graphics in Heroes 3 are different. They're like the primitive 3D technology. They only just learned how to render 3D and make 2D sprites out of 3D rendered models and stuff, and it looks okay, but it doesn't look great. Some of it looks a bit confusing to look at. Some of it looks great, but some of it doesn't, and Heroes 2 is very, is pixel art for all the animations, and it's very, across the board, beautiful looking. Heroes 3 is a bit hit and miss. And that's the graphics. That's the main difference between Heroes 2 and 3. Other than that, the gameplay has a very a decently long list of things that they improved, which I will be saying in a normal voice. This time, each faction city has 2 associated types of heroes, one of might and one of magic. How titular. You play the game same as before. You collect resources around the map with your heroes, you build buildings in the building place, and you kill people who are not you. It's just like Heroes 2, but with some improvements. Here's an incomplete list of the improvements. Not all flying units have unlimited movement range, meaning that ranged units can actually fire at an enemy at least once. An interesting addition to ranged combat, though, is that long range appears to minimize the damage, so ranged units aren't able to be totally effective standing still right in the corner. If the battle is happening further up the field, they need to advance in order to be useful, which means that you no longer particularly need to rush down all the ranged units with flying units. One of the things I really like is upgrading the town hall. The more you upgrade the town hall, the more money that town makes for you per day. So investing in the town hall early on is a good idea. You gotta spend money to make money. I talked about that last time too, how investment in a castle heightens the stakes for if you lose it, and that's only been added to. It's very important that you don't lose your castles. You can split a group of units up now, which is handy for when you're handing off units from one hero to another and want to give them as much military might as possible. Heroes seem to move a lot further in general, which is just satisfying to see. And they move faster on the roads, although I think that was always the case. But it's just good. It feels more satisfying to move a large distance across the map. You can purchase ballistas that attack enemy units in addition to your catapult, and first aid tents, which heal a single set of units for some amount of damage. It can't bring them back from the dead, though. That's for the vampires to do. You know what they say about first aid? If at first you don't aid, they die. Second aid is necromancy. The battlefield is bigger than before, and you can have more sets of units in your army, making for some big battles. There's lots of new stuff too, new factions, new soldiers, new classes, and town-specific buildings. Is that enough? No! That's not a review, that's nothing. That's just a silly man. It's just a silly man going insane. It's stupid what I'm doing here. What I'm doing is making a bad video because I can't think of how to make a good video. But I prefer this to just making a boring review of something that you know is good. Everybody knows, well, everybody who knows about Heroes of Magic knows that Heroes of Might and Magic 3 is very good. The interesting review is going to be Heroes 4, because people are like contested. Some people say that's the best one, some people say that's the worst one. It's wrong! And some people say the third one is like the absolute best, and I'm like, it's pretty good. You know, 1, good, 2, gooder, 3, goodest, so far. And when I make a video on the 4th game, that's going to be the one I can make an actual review about, because there's actually things to say. In this, it's just, oh yeah, same again, but +1. I did that video. And it's that lack of things to say, combined with the pressure that I put upon myself to make a good Heroes of Might and Magic 3 video to appease you people who love this game, and maybe you saw my videos and you're really excited for me to review the 3rd one, and I'm letting you down because there's just nothing to say about it. It's very good in every way. Hey, you know, I like video games. I like picking them up and playing them. And sometimes, when I really like a game, I like telling people about it. I like telling people that it's really good. I like sharing a good experience with other people. And hopefully, if it's the sort of thing they like, if I'm talking about a game or whatever, I hope that they would go out and find it and play it for themselves and find their own good experiences with it. I like to be sensible and realistic, but also to make people laugh sometimes, if I can think of anything funny to say. But like the most, what I try to do the most is to make a review that actually is a review, that actually informs you of what you're getting, so that, you know, I'm not just, because I actually care about the review analysis thing of games. You know, I'm not like a comedian who just dabbles in game reviews because game reviews were, at one point, a hot-button topic, and if you were a game reviewer, you could really get the subscribers. Nowadays, it doesn't really happen like that. You need to be, I don't know, playing VR chat or something, you know, sort of a Let's Play hybrid, funny compilation sort of thing to get big, at least on YouTube. Or, you gotta be a super analysis brain guy, and I'm not a super analysis brain guy. I'm just a guy who likes games, and occasionally I like talking about them. But in this one instance, I have nothing to say, and it sort of flies in the face of why I make the video. Because I like it, but I've said all the points before, and I'm repeating myself in this very video, and it's just probably getting annoying. Especially if the audio this whole time has been terrible. I can't really tell with this. I've never used it before. It's just been sitting around and gathering dust, and I'm like, I've got to figure out how to fucking hook this up. It's got an XLR thing. I've got a box, a little what do you call it? Box. Plug that in. And in the end, YouTube videos are just about having a bit of fun and then doing something else. Hopefully, something creative or something recreational, something better than YouTube. Jesus, don't stay on YouTube for too long. If this video is doing anything, it is making you go, okay, I've had enough of YouTube for today. I don't want to watch any more of this. Goodbye. And then you go and then you do, you know, the work you have to do, or you play a video game, maybe the video game that I'm talking about, and yes, stay away from YouTube. It's bad. If I ever make a video again, it's a bad time for everyone. And I hope you come back. Subscribe, and Patreon, and all those things. I love YouTube. I love you chew. I choose you. And that's what it's all about in the end. It's about me choosing you because of the picture of a train. I feel like people were so excited for me to play this game because it was something they hold very dear to their hearts. There are people who play it every day. There's a rich community behind this game that keeps it alive, years after it was released, which is wonderful to see. But as an outsider to this, as a noob, I can't really appreciate it in exactly the same level that everybody else does. I like it. It's a fine game, it's good. I like it, I will play it. And I, thought I had something more to say. I'm thinking of giving Here's a Might of Magic 3 a strong light to a 1-2 testing. 1-2. Hello, I'm gonna cut a promo now. I'm gonna be a wrestler, and I'm gonna say, you're gonna go to WrestleMania, and I'm not. Wait, that's not how it goes. I'm gonna kill you, and you're gonna be dead. I'm gonna stand on your head. You're gonna be dead, and I'm gonna stand on your head, and your head's gonna be dead, and I'm gonna stand on your head. I'm gonna stand on your head, and that's my move. That's my move, I stand on your head. That's my move. I'm a wrestler, and I stand on your head, and you're gonna be dead. And that's what you're gonna say. You're gonna say, ow, my head's been stood on by you, and that's me that you're referring to, and that's me, because I'm gonna be standing on your head, because I'm a wrestler now. I'm gonna stand on your head like this. That's how I'm going to stand on your head. I'm going to stand on your head, and that's why you should patron me at patreon.com/standonyourhead. Stand on your head, ladies and gentlemen. Stand on your head. Roll your sleeves up and roll right up for the fucking standing on your head parade. We're going to stand on your head. I'm going to stand on your head. Everyone's going to stand on your head. That's right, you. Your head is going to be stood on by me, the head-standing man... The head-standing man. That's me. The head-standing man. That's my wrestler name. I do not stand on pavements. I stand on heads. I stand on heads, and that's what I do, and you're gonna be dead. And that's why I'm going to WrestleMania, and you're going to hell, and you're going into the grave, an early grave, because the grave is where you're going, and that's where you're gonna go because you're gonna be dead, and that's where you dead people go when you're dead. And look at this dead guy from Here's a Might of Magic 3. I brought it all around to the circles, a circle round a circle town, and now we're gonna go to the weather. Everybody go to the weather. Not everybody, just the cameraman. Switch the weather feed. Hello, it's me. I'm in the weather. I'm in the rain. I'm in the snow. I'm in the sun. I'm everywhere. I'm a new wrestler. I'm the weatherman. I like this. I like this format. It's like terrible audio, but it's just so much more fun than doing like normal things and being like a YouTuber.